So in this video, we are going to see how to download the Keil IDE from the Keil website. Before going into the integrated development environment, quickly we will refresh about the instructions, programs and softwares. As we all know, instructions becomes programs, and programs is becoming software. The software is developed with the help of software tools, and we are interested to know what are all the software tools which are used and how it helps in software development. The first software tool is an editor. What is editor tool? Control C, Control V. It is copy paste. So all the copy paste operations are happening just like that in the screen. It's just because of the presence of the editor tool. And there is another tool called compiler. So when we write a C program using Turbo C compiler, the C program is converted to machine language program of Intel Core i5, and that machine language program is being executed, and then as per the program, the results are visualized in the screen as we do normally. This is compiler. So what compiler does? Compiler is a tool which converts the high level language into object files or machine language system where it works, and it produces the result in the same system, and it displays the result in the screen for the comfortness of the user. So there is another tool called cross compiler. So what do you mean by cross compiler? This is also a compiler which converts the high level language like C language into an object file or machine language. The name cross comes because it runs in the host machine. What do you mean by host machine? Host machine means computer. So the compiler runs in the host machine, but the output of the compiler is not for the host machine. If the host machine is PC, means the processor of the PC is only Intel processor. So the compiler's output is not the Intel processor's machine language. Compiler's output is the machine language of the target machine. Target machine in our case is our 8051 microcontroller based board. So the target board contains a microcontroller. So this cross compiler compiles the C program and produces an executable file for the target machine. Even though this cross compiler runs in the host machine, but it produces the executable file for the target machine, hence it is called as cross compiler. Similarly, there is an assembler which converts assembly language to machine language. Cross assembler is also an assembler which converts the assembly language into the machine language of the target machine. So the assembly language is written in the host machine, which is PC. The assembler is running in the host machine, but this assembler produces an executable hexadecimal file for the target machine, which is our microcontroller board. Hence it is called as cross assembler. So whether when we write a C program, it converted to the object file. When we write an assembly language program, it converts to the object file with the help of assembler. There is another tool called debugger, as we all know, to identify the syntax error and to notify that where the error has occurred. We have a debugger tool, as we all know. And there is another tool called linker. So there are header files, there are C files, there are assembly files which produces an object files. All these object files are linked together. And there is another tool called simulator, as we can simulate the processor or controller in the screen. This is just because of the software tool called simulator. And there is something like a loader. So the loader which will help us to download the code into the target machine. And these tools are very much helpful in developing the software for a microcontroller based applications. If you look at the screen, why it is called as tool chain? Because the output of one tool is an input of the another tool. Here if you see in this screen, look at the cursor. When we write a C program and C++ files, there is a cross compiler which converts these C files into an object file. Similarly, when we write an assembly language program, this assembly language program is converted to an object file with the help of cross assembler. And output of the cross assembler is an input of the linker. Similarly, output of cross compiler is the input of the linker. So one tool's output is input to the other tool, hence it is called as tool chain. So these object files are linked together and it produces an executable file. The linker produces an executable file which is available in the PC, which is called as host machine. So this executable file must be downloaded into the target machine's program memory. In our case, the target machine is microcontroller based board, and the microcontroller here which we are using is 89S52. So 89S52's program memory will be having the executable file. This must be copied. That means this executable file must be copied from this host machine and it has to be pasted in the program memory of this target machine. So the starter line is a PC which is called as host machine. All these tools are available in the PC which is called as host machine, and these tools help us a lot to develop the application programs in a very much comfortable way. And finally, the executable file can be downloaded into the target machine. This is how the software tools as a chain, it helps the designer, microcontroller programmers or software developers to give a comfortable environment. So all these tools are integrated together. All these software tools are integrated together, and it provides an environment for the software developer, and this environment is called as integrated development environment. So there is an integrated development environment. Why it is called as integrated development environment? Because all the necessary tools for developing the software for a microcontroller are integrated together, and it forms an environment for us to design and develop the embedded software or microcontroller software. Hence it is called as an IDE. So software for a microcontroller application can be developed only with the help of integrated development environment. There are a lot of companies which manufactures integrated development environment. Few companies which develops integrated development environments are listed here. The first one is RIDE, which is Resonance Integrated Development Environment, and the second one is CodeWarrior. So CodeWarrior is an integrated development environment which was from Freescale. So all the Freescale based microcontroller programming can be done with the help of CodeWarrior integrated development environment. And Microchip is a company who manufactures PIC microcontroller. The PIC microcontrollers can be programmed only with the help of MPLAB integrated development environment. Similarly, Texas Instruments are manufacturing microcontrollers like MSP430, TIVA microcontrollers. This MSP430 microcontroller and TIVA microcontrollers can be programmed only with the help of Code Composer Studio integrated development environment. CCS is an integrated development environment. It is a proprietary of Texas Instruments. All the Texas Instruments microcontrollers can be programmed with the help of Code Composer Studio. And as we all know, we are all comfortable with Arduino boards, and there is an Arduino integrated development environment. And similarly, Keil is also an integrated development environment, which is a common platform for several hundred microcontrollers, and it is developed by the company called ARM company. So now we can see the steps to download the Keil integrated development environment. This is the link for downloading the Keil integrated development environment: www.keil.com/download/product/. Kindly type the following link in the browser. This link will take us to the Keil IDE window, and the window will look like this. If you look at the screen, the following screen will appear if you use the above link. So in this screen, there are a lot of development tools. Say for example, MDK. MDK means Microcontroller Development Kit from ARM. So ARM development environment for Cortex and ARM devices. When we are using ARM Cortex processor based core, we can download this MDK. When we are using 251, that is 8251 kind of devices, we can download this. When we are using Infineon C, XE167, 166 microcontrollers, means we can download this. We are interested in developing the application programs for 8051. If you look at the screen, development tools for all 8051 devices. So we have to download this C51 version for us to develop an application program. So this is a Keil integrated development environment link for 8051 microcontrollers. So we have to use this C51 link. Okay, so which is highlighted here. So select the C51 as shown. So we can double click this, and when we double click this, the downloading will start. Okay. So when we double click this C51, we will get a screen like this, and in this screen we have to type our name here and the corresponding last name, our email ID, our company, and our job title. If we are a student, we can give it as a student. If we are a professor, we can give job title as professor, or you can give it as an engineer, as we wish. Company, whichever company you are willing to work, or whichever company you are working, can give that, and we can give our country code and our mobile number. If there is any update means we can click this, and which device you are using means we can give 8089S52 is a microcontroller which we are using. Okay, so fill the necessary details. After double clicking the C51 icon, it will ask us to fill these details. After filling these details, you have to press the submit button as shown. So that is what is being discussed in the screen. Fill the following details in the respective column: the corresponding name, the last name, email ID, company, job, country, and phone. In the column which device you are using, you can fill it as 8089S52 and press the submit button. After pressing the submit button, the following screen will appear. So which is the screen? This is the screen which will come. So here, if you look at the screen, so here we will have C51V96A.exe file which is being highlighted. We have to download this file. So this C51V96A.exe file which need to be downloaded to our computer. We need to install this same in our computer by using conventional installation procedure which is described in the following slides. So when you double click this, automatically this will be downloaded into the download folder, and if you look at the download folder, we can see that exe which is application file in our download folder. So the downloaded C51V96A executable file is in the downloads folder as shown above. So when we double click this file, it will automatically start the installation process. So do this double click of this file which is available in the downloaded folder. When we do the double click, then this screen will come. This screen will come. So what is the screen? This is the installation screen of Keil IDE. So by double clicking this download C51V96A setup file, installation process starts and the above window will appear. Here, as usual, we have to click the next button in the window as shown. So when we click the next button, the license agreement screen will come, window will come, and we have to click the highlighted checkbox for accepting the license agreement, and we have to press the next button. And after pressing the next button, this setup Keil.c51 version window will come. Here it will show the drive and path for the IDE installation. Once clicking the next button, so the screen appears and will show the installation drive and path. So simply we can click next. Once if we click next, it will ask for filling the customer information. So we can fill the name, last name, and the company name, email ID. And then once the screen appears, fill the customer details as per the requirement, and if you press next. So once we press next, the installation process starts and the screen will appear like this, and wait until the installation process completes. Once the installation is completed, you will get a screen like this, and setup file installation was completed. So the above screen will appear and it justifies the installation is completed, and we have to press the finish button. So when you press the finish button, so this screen will appear. Release notes or C51 screen will appear. So this screen is also justifying that the Keil IDE was installed successfully in our computer. We have to close the screen and then check for this icon. So this is Microvision 5 icon. Check for this Microvision 5 icon in the desktop, which justifies Keil IDE has installed successfully. So this is the Keil Microvision 5 icon in the desktop, which justifies our Keil IDE was installed successfully in our computer and it is ready for operation. Okay, so it is very important for us to know how to create a new project and all. For that, it is mandatory for us to look at the following video. So this video explains very clearly about how to download the Keil IDE from the Keil website. After downloading the Keil IDE from the Keil website, it is mandatory for us to simulate the program using Keil IDE video, which explains clearly about how to write an assembly language programs using Keil IDE and how to create a project, how to add the file, edit the file, compile the file, debug the file, and simulate the assembly language program, which is demonstrated very clearly step by step in the following video. And while simulating, for monitoring the register window, monitoring the memory window, monitoring the peripheral window, and lot more is also demonstrated clearly. So to learn the assembly language programming using Keil IDE, it is necessary for us to look at the next video. The title of that video is Simulating Program Using Keil IDE. Using this video, please download the Keil IDE from the corresponding website. Using the video titled Simulating Program Using Keil IDE, better learn how to program the ET51 microcontroller using Keil integrated development environment as simple as possible, as best as possible. Thank you very much for listening.